Okay, we're getting this started again. This story is from my OC's point of view. If there is background noises, try not to mind it. Turn up your volume. There will be screaming and blood mentioned. Okay, let's get started. Once again. Part 2. A New Home. I'd woken up in the midday, and I was screaming and screaming and screaming. My leg hurt way too much to even move. But they told me to go back to sleep. I'd listened because I'd noticed they were doing a procedure on my leg. I went back to sleep, and a few hours later I'd woken up again. This annoying son of a... I don't want to get caught for that, but... Anyway, he said he didn't know I was awake. He didn't know I was awake, right? And he said, hey, Dawn, his bitch has had the same big ass 5 head as you. I wanted to punch this man so bad, so I actually climbed out in WWE SmackDown. This a-hole. They separated us, and they wanted formal introduction. And here's where things started to get situated. Or tricky. They told me their names. Donnie, Raph, Mikey, and Leo. But I didn't tell them my actual name. I told them my name was Evangeline. I didn't want them to know. I found it would be kind of awkward or embarrassing per se. Plus, I've always liked that name. Besides the point, we've had our formal introductions, so we carry on. I'm still sitting in the med bay. Mikey tries to do stuff with me. We painted together. We did drawings together. It was fun. And then Donnie came in for a checkup. Mikey asked what he was working on. And I said, what do you mean by that? And Donnie loved to mention that he was a scientist and he was working on his new creation. He was upgrading his battle shell. I found it very interesting at the time. And I was being stupid as hell because my brain still wasn't burning. My mind was malfunctioning. So I just asked, so, do you like math? And he was yappering on and on and on about how you could do math for 60 hours. I really love math, but I had math first period, so I really just didn't want to hear the word math once ever again in my life. Thankfully, it was just a repeat of what I'd been doing the previous year. Barely, finally stopped talking. And then I said to him, we both do have a lot in common. I like math as well. But we both can never stop talking. Because I talk a lot. That's why I'm making this documentary. Because I need to yap to something. But one of my teachers was literally Miss Yapatron. She never stops talking. She's like, all right, guys, I don't want to interrupt your working time, and she won't. I'm like, did she drink a yappuccino? All right, quit it, Yapatron. Like, be serious. So, anyway, we're having a good time. Then Raph comes in to see how I'm doing. He's nice. Leo came in with a black eye, pissed off and enraged. I don't mind though. I did what I did. He was being an ass. And I hadn't even noticed the time. Check what time it was. Oh my god. It was September 10th. I had been asleep for nearly 20 hours. I mean, I get it. I was exhausted, completely blown, obliterated. That's a long time, don't you think? So, I was given a pair of crutches, and I tried to get up. I was thirsty, and I wanted to get water. So, but as I stood up, I felt a sharp throbbing pain in my leg. Probably because I had just gotten stitches on it. And there was a cast around it. But something was wrong. My hands were all green and glowy. I hadn't even seen myself since the incident. I noticed there's a mirror nearby. I decided to walk to it. What the